Hello, everyone. I'm Angela Rosa DiDonato.
And I'm Marian Leary.
And you're listening to Amplify Nursing, a Penn nursing podcast supported by the Pinola Fund for Innovation in Nursing.
Amplify Nursing features nurses who are leading the way in science, policy, and innovation.
Our guests defy stereotypes, define practice, and disrupt convention.
We highlight the breadth and depth of nursing influence on society by amplifying nurses who are pushing boundaries and breaking down barriers to build a new paradigm.
Today on Amplify Nursing, we have a very special back-to-school episode. We had a great time talking with the amazing students at Penn Nursing, getting a message from Dean Villarruel, and talking to faculty about things that are happening at the school that we're really excited about. I hope you all enjoy the opportunity to listen to our students as much as Mary and I enjoyed speaking with them. Hey, Marian.
Hello, Angela.
How are you?
I am fabulous. We are standing outside of Penn Nursing for this really cool back-to-school event, Philly themed. You know how much I love this, John.
Me too, even though you wouldn't know it by the outfit that I'm wearing. However, it's in my heart. And it's exciting for a new school year here at Penn Nursing.
So the idea is that we're going to try and, what Angela likes to say, is ambush some people and see if they'll talk to us during this event about why they chose Penn Nursing, what they're excited about for the coming school year, things like that.
So hi, it's really nice to meet you. Can you tell me, where are you in the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Hi. I am in the ABSN program.
And what's your name?
Anna.
What's your first degree in?
My first degree is in marketing and music business.
So what brought you to nursing?
Well, I was actually a consultant for about 5 years in data analytics. I really liked it, learned a lot of skills, but I felt like I wasn't helping the community at all. I was kind of working for, air quotes, the man, and not really learning any skills that could just, apply to those around me. So it really kicked off when the pandemic started is when I made the change. You know, there was all the, there was a increase in the civil rights movement. There was everything with COVID, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I quit my job, and here I am.
Well, that's incredibly brave, and what a great skill set to bring into nursing.
Yeah. I think it'll prove really useful, especially being in a research class right now.
Exactly, and I think what a lot of nurses don't appreciate is how much something like data analytics and even production can be really helpful. So you're actually, many nurses spend their whole careers trying to dive in and get into those things and really understand them. And you have a real world context already that you're bringing into nursing. So, good luck to you. I think that's going to be fabulous. You're going to be well ahead of the curve in terms of being able to analyze your data for your patients.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I almost feel like it was how my life was supposed to go, being a data analyst first. Even, we just started class in August, but even in these first bits of class, learning about the nursing process and how it really is the same as being an analyst. So it's just almost like being an analyst for people, and I love that, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, good. Congratulations. I hope you have a great school year.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, hi. Can you tell me your name and where are you in Penn Nursing?
Hi, I'm Caroline, and I am in the Accelerated Nursing Program.
Nice. So what was your first degree?
My first degree was in biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. It's all one major, but it was from the University of Michigan.
Nice. Super exciting. So what brought you into nursing?
So I have always had an interest in the medical field and doing something in that area, and just throughout experience from shadowing different nurses, I came to just fall in love with nursing and the profession, and I also just really love caring about people and being a supportive figure to those who are really vulnerable and struggling and really are looking for that rock to kind of just like take them through whatever procedure they're going through. And I just have a passion for learning about the human body, health, and the well-being of others, and I really love connecting with people, and I feel like that's such a special thing that you get to do in nursing.
Yeah, that's true. And do you have any idea what you want to do in your nursing career? Have you thought about that at all?
I've thought about it a little bit. I know I want to work in pediatrics. My top choice right now is pediatric oncology. So I'm hoping to do something within that area, but I'm also very excited for clinicals to start and to get some more experience just in different areas that I may not have thought of. But for right now, it's pediatric oncology.
It's really cool. Really, really cool. Good choice.
Thank you.
Congratulations. It's really nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Ricky, hi. It's so nice to meet you, part of our Amplify Nursing podcast team. Why don't you tell me, where are you in the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Right now, I just graduated with a design degree.
Okay.
That was my first undergraduate degree, and right now I'm in accelerated nursing, and I have the privilege of working with Marian as an innovation assistant.
That's awesome. So you already have a degree in innovation and design.
Yes, I have a degree in design. It's kind of unrelated, but like the concept is still there. Just knowing like the design process, how to framework things. Like that's the core of the design, but my main concentration was graphic design, but concept is still the same.
Can I just tell you how excited I am to have someone with a design background also now getting a nursing degree and working with us? I mean, seriously, I'm so happy.
Yeah, it really is. It's very exciting. And I think that the accelerated students bring such a rich dynamic to nursing in general because you come with this really cool experience and a completely different perspective. And you don't kind of get stuck in that box, which is one of the challenges that we have in healthcare, right? Is that everyone is sort of siloed into these boxes. So when you're coming from a completely different perspective like that and you didn't learn to be stuck in that box, you know, your eyes are wide open and your ability to see the potential of what we can do is really out there. So what is it that you want to do with nursing? Do you have any idea yet?
Yeah. So right now, my eyes are gauged on critical care nursing for pediatrics, but ultimately I want to go into education, and I think I also want to implement design in some way. Everyone's recommending informatics or something like that, but I think I could really framework a different approach to education for nursing. So maybe I can implement innovation, design, and nursing in education.
Cool. Hey, so why don't you tell us your name? Although I know your name, but why don't you tell everyone else your name and where are you in Penn Nursing?
My name is Ledis Janet Perez, and right now in Penn Nursing, I'm in the DNP Nurse Anesthesia class of 2025.
Nice. So what brought you to Penn Nursing?
Penn Nursing, what brought me to Penn Nursing was their ideals of globally helping other countries as well as our own communities, and its ideals just really matched with my own.
Nice. So the nurse anesthesia students have to have a critical care background. Where did you come from? Where did you do your experience?
I did my experience in Brooklyn, New York in a surgical ICU and level 1 trauma center called Maimonides Medical Center.
Nice. So what do you hope to do with the nurse anesthesia background that you get?
With the nurse anesthesia background that I get, I hope to be the absolute best nurse anesthetist ever. I hope to give my patients a very good experience. I hope that they will feel very comfortable and safe under my care.
I think that's a very reachable goal. Very reachable goal. It was great to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, how great are your students?
They're fantastic. Oh, look. Ricky brought some recruits. Bring more. Send them over. So hi, it's really nice to meet you. Can you tell me your name and where you fit in the scheme of Penn Nursing?
I'm Valerie. I'm a freshman in the Nursing and Healthcare Management program, so the dual degree, and yeah.
That's really exciting. Is this your first degree?
Yeah. I'm a freshman. Like, it's not the accelerator, the traditional one.
That's awesome. Incredible. So what made you want to come into nursing?
Well, a lot of my family is actually like from nursing. My dad is a nurse, and then my dad's mom is a nurse, and then my aunt on my mom's side is a nurse. So I've been really exposed to it since I was a little girl. But I really, after seeing a lot of mental health come into prevalence nowadays, I just really want to get into the mental health space as a nurse.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And it's great that you have so much family support.
Yeah.
So many people to lean on and guide you. Mentorship is so so important in nursing.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's great that you have that background.
Yeah, it's great. It's really nice to have them behind me because I know like a lot of families sometimes like they go a different way with their family, different like career path than what their family wants, and like that's totally fine. You should do what you want to do, but it's nice to have them behind me and always there to lean on.
That's awesome. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to meet you too.
So hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
It's nice to meet you. Could you tell me your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
I'm Juliana Hasso. I'm a freshman for the School of Nursing at Penn.
Nice. So traditional BSN?
Yes, traditional.
Nice. What brought you into nursing?
For me, I grew up in a community where it was predominantly Hispanic, yet I still saw a lot of exclusion for that community. And so it really moves me and pushes me to be in nursing so that way I can try and give back to communities like that where we are the majority and yet we still are the minority.
That is incredibly true. Nurses do make up the biggest part of the healthcare workforce and tend to not have as much of a voice as many other people. And I think it's fantastic that you want to bring back to your community, that you want to make sure that you are all represented in that the people that need that representation are actually getting it. What is it that you think you want to do with nursing when you're finished?
I think I want to go into some type of field of neonatal work. I'm not sure whether that means being a midwife or working in a hospital, but somewhere around that area.
That's awesome. Could you tell me your name? And where do you fit in the scheme of Penn Nursing?
I'm Angelie, and I am a first-year CRNA student.
Nice. How exciting. It's always exciting to have the CRNA students here. So can you tell me what brought you to the CRNA program at Penn?
I decided to come to Penn because I was in Philly for most of my college career, and I worked in Philly at CHOP, and I wanted to stay local in the Philly area, and I wanted an institution that would push me and give me the most opportunity and train me to the best of their ability, and I knew that this was the place to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you were at CHOP beforehand? Awesome. And what was your experience like there?
It was really good. I was in the cardiac ICU for like 4+ years. A really great team, a lot of good research and things like that going on, so it was cool to be part of that.
Nice. So what do you hope to do with your CRNA education when you're finished?
I'm still, deciding which branch I want to go into. I say now that I probably wouldn't want to go back to pediatrics, but I also said that about my first undergraduate or postgraduate job. So it's going to have to depend. We're going to have to see.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.
Great to have you. All right.
Whenever you're ready.
You're ready?
Stay close to the mic.
I gotta stay close to the mic. This is usually she doesn't have to tell me to stay close to the mic because I don't have much of an inside voice. And usually she's like, back up. You're screaming again. Okay. So, hello. Can you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Sure. My name is Jasmine Russell, and I'm in the nurse anesthesia program.
It's so nice to have you in the nurse anesthesia program. So, tell me, what brought you to Penn Nursing?
I wanted a school that had a great reputation, and I went to a bunch of different open houses, and this kind of felt like home to me. It felt like somewhere where I felt like I could learn and grow, and I just loved it.
That's great. I'm really happy to hear that. So where did your ICU experience come from?
I worked at Deborah Heart and Lung Center for about 5 years, and then I traveled for a little bit, and I worked per diem at a couple other local hospitals as well.
That's really cool. What do you hope to do with your CRNA education when you're finished?
Honestly, I'm open to all options, but hopefully I land somewhere local. I really like where I'm at for clinical, so hopefully I end up working there one day.
Nice. All right, sounds great. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for talking with us. Thanks for coming and talking to us. Sure. Can you tell me your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
My name's Virginia, and I am a first-year CRNA student.
Nice. It's so nice to have all the CRNA students here. Yeah. I can't believe you're all conglomerating here. It's so strange. Anyway,
I really can't imagine why.
I can't imagine why. So what brought you to Penn Nursing?
I'm originally from the Philadelphia area, so I wanted to do a program close by, and then my brother went to Penn for undergrad and always spoke so highly about it, so I thought I'd give it a try. And as I'm sure you know, the programs that you accept are you go. So here I am.
Nice. Well, we're happy to have you. Where did you do your ICU experience?
I lived in Boston and did it at Beth Israel Deaconess. I was in the MICU for 5 years there.
Wow. So is it a big change from Boston to Philadelphia?
It's definitely an adjustment. Philadelphia's a little grittier, but in the best way possible. So I definitely love that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming out and talking to us. I'm sure I'll see you around campus.
I'm sure I'll run into you. Thanks, Dr. D.
So hello. Thank you for coming to talk to us. Can you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Hi, I'm Perpetua. I'm a first-year CRNA student here at Penn.
It's always nice to have the CRNA students here. So what brought you to Penn Nursing?
So Penn has always been on my radar. It's like a dream school for me. So when I saw that I met the requirements, I was like, let me shoot my shot and apply to an Ivy League school. And then you guys chose me, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna be an Ivy League alum one day.
Yes. Well, we chose you because you were pretty amazing. I remember the interview. So where did you do your ICU experience?
I did my ICU experience at the Surgical Trauma Transplant ICU at Weill Cornell Medical Center in New York City.
Nice. How was that during COVID?
Whew, it was a time. It was a time. And I actually had the unique experience of being on both sides of the bed as my grandmother's caretaker, because she was sick with COVID as well, and being on the front lines taking care of our patients. And it was like a war zone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a rough experience, I think, for a lot of people, especially in New York.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was tough. But we banded together and made it work.
Yeah. So what do you think you want to do with your CRNA education when you're finished?
Honestly, just like nursing, I see how many avenues that you can go with CRNA, so I'm really excited to explore everything, especially when I have my electives come up and see everything that I can. And we'll take it from there. I have an open mind with it.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us. It was good to see you.
Angela, there's water ice and ice cream here. We're going to take a break soon.
All right. That sounds like an appropriate thing to do at such a time. But until then, so why don't you tell me your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
So my name is Caroline Google, and I'm an accelerated BSN student.
Nice. So what was your first degree in?
Biology.
Very interesting. So what brought you to nursing?
So it took me 4 years of undergrad, obviously, to figure out that nursing was where I wanted to be. It was when I started working as an emergency medical scribe that I realized that I really like the holistic approach that nurses take in their patient care. And I was like, I want to be just like them. And that's what led me to nursing.
So
they're cheering for you.
Wow, I didn't expect that audience.
So, what is it that you want to do with your nursing education when you're finished? Do you have any idea yet?
So I'm also in the MSN program. So after I finish with my bachelor's, I go on to the master's. And so I want to work in health, preventative medicine. So that involves primary care and just seeing a wide range of patients. So that's what I hope to do.
That's awesome. That's a great plan. And I think that having that experience of being in the emergency room, I'm sure, is really helpful, seeing the challenges that people come in with and how many people come in and use the emergency room as primary care, right? Mm-hmm. So being able to come up with a system that removes barriers to getting people into primary care so that they're not utilizing a really expensive service like the ED is probably a fantastic thing to try and work on, and it's going to be great.
Exactly.
Yeah, exciting. Good for you. It was really nice to meet you. Thanks for coming and talk with us.
Thank you so much.
So, hi. It's nice to meet you. Can you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Hello, my name is Rebecca Goldfarb-Terry. I am an ABSN student who's graduating in 2023, and then I've been submatriculated into women's health and nurse midwifery.
Oh, that's very exciting. So what was your first degree in?
My first degree was in history and feminist gender and sexuality studies.
So midwifery is the perfect place for you to be. What brought you to Penn Nursing?
I have lived in Philly for about 3 years, and I have worked at various hospitals here in the region, and I knew that I wanted to remain here both for nursing school and to eventually serve as a provider to communities here in Philadelphia. And I chose Penn because of its excellent healthcare system and also its focus on working with the community. So I have just signed up for Community Champions. I'm really excited to get involved outside of the classroom. So yeah, that's why I chose Penn.
Yeah, that's really exciting. We actually did a pretty fantastic episode with a woman named Mary Carmen Farmer, who is a nurse midwife working in the community out in Philadelphia. You should listen to it. It's fantastic. She does wonderful, wonderful work in the community. But it was great to meet you, and excited to see what you do next. Thanks. You all set? So, hi, it's really nice to meet you. Can you just tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Hi, my name is Katie. I am a first year in the ABSN MSN program looking to submatriculate in women's health.
Nice, really exciting. What's your first degree in?
Biology.
Okay, cool. So what brought you into nursing?
So I originally was pre-health / pre-med for all of undergrad, and then I just graduated this past May, but COVID hitting was a very eye-opening time period for everyone. I'd specifically say nurse practitioner because I would like to be a victim-informed provider for sexual assault victims. So something that I think is in very high demand at all times. And
yeah, unfortunately true.
Yeah.
And a wonderful place to learn that. We have such an
yes.
amazing women's health section here in the School of Nursing. Yeah. Well, congratulations and good luck. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
You too.
Can you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
So my name is Jaden. I'm currently a sophomore in the BSN program. So I guess it's my second year here at Penn Nursing.
Nice. So you're coming back for more.
Yeah.
What brought you to Penn Nursing to begin with?
Well, Penn Nursing has always been top of my list just because of all the great research it has been doing and great educational outcomes as well. And since I am considering becoming a nurse, then Penn Nursing has always been my top choice.
That's awesome. So do you know what you want to do when you're finished?
I'm still thinking about that. I do want to get into patient care right after graduation. I also do want to eventually, probably 5-10 years down the line, maybe get into hospital administration or the healthcare side of nursing.
Yeah. So, well, you picked a great place because Penn breeds leaders, right? This is the place where you learn how to really look at the system as a whole, how to integrate everything, and how to execute really good leadership.
Yeah, I'm currently taking 2 healthcare management courses. Healthcare management one is it 1010 right now and 2500 right now, and it's been a great experience because you get to really look at the relationships between like the providers, the patients, and the healthcare system in general. So I think that understanding really will help me in the future as both as nurse to see large perspective, and in the future hopefully as a leader in enacting change within the healthcare system.
That's awesome. Thanks for coming in and talking to us today. I look forward to seeing what you do.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Annie, hi. It's so great to have you here with our beginning of the year celebration at Penn Nursing.
Happy to be here.
And I'm really excited to hear about what's going on in simulation this year.
Hi, everyone. Well, I'm really excited to be here, too. Some things that are happening in simulation, we're implementing virtual reality. So I was actually just working upstairs with Patty Griffith, who is going to be implementing an epileptic seizure simulation in this spring, which we're excited about. Our anesthesia program has just created a case, and they're doing an emergence from anesthesia simulation that includes like train of 4, some of the things that are difficult to simulate in the Sim Center with high fidelity simulators. And so we're going to be hopefully rolling that out in spring. That's going to go into our beta phase in about a month. And our critical care fellowship program also is completed a simulation, which is a TAA, status post TAA hypotension case. Again, has neurological deficits, which are hard to simulate, spinal shock, things like that. And so we are going to be implementing that hopefully as well in the spring. We had some visitors from Israel come, so Israel Ministry of Health, and they're coming to learn about VR, so we just met with them last week.
I think one of the great things about Penn Nursing is how we tend to be at the forefront of things. We do a lot of beta testing. We do a lot of really, really innovative stuff. And it's really exciting to be a part of that. You know, as part of the nurse anesthesia program, being able to use all the cool stuff that you guys bring our way.
Yes, yeah, and I think one of the best things about our school is that, you know, we have access to a lot of this technology, but being able to share it with others, like other institutions or outcomes, what we find is really important to our school. So we look forward to sharing all the information with our colleagues.
Thanks, Annie. Thanks for stopping by. So, could you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Hi, my name's Rob. I am a ABSN student here at Penn Nursing. I'm just starting my first semester, and I love it so far, trying to figure out my niche in nursing so far.
Nice. So what was your first degree in?
My first degree was a bachelor's in chemistry from William & Mary. I absolutely loved that school, and I'm interested to see how the chemistry background applies to nursing. I think it's cool, especially now in like pharmacology. I think it really gives me a different background, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, nice. So what brought you to nursing?
So I did a EMT certification in Connecticut, which is the original state where I'm from, and I just sort of fell in love with patient care. I think it was a different aspect, like that was more acute care. I think right now I want to do primary, but just the idea of putting patients first and making them as comfortable as they can be in sort of a time of vulnerability, I think was something I really valued. So that was part of the reason I chose nursing.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what do you think you want to do when you're finished with your nursing training?
So as I said, after the EMT experience, I didn't think acute care was totally for me, so I wanted to do primary care. Right now I'm sub-matriculated into the primary care pediatric MSN degree, but I know that Penn Nursing also recently added a master's in nutrition science, and nutrition science is something that I've always really been super, super passionate about, so I can definitely see myself pursuing that as well, going into primary care, because the idea of nutrition as preventative medicine to me is something I've always been super, super passionate about and really believe in. So that's something I think I want to pursue later on in my career as well.
Yeah, that's really, really exciting. We're so excited to have that program here. It's so incredibly important and a piece of healthcare that I think has been neglected overall in the U.S. healthcare system.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And the obesity epidemic, I think, is something that we've really struggled with, and I think, especially going into pediatric primary care, I think having a nutrition focus when you're taking care of kids at a young age, really instilling those nutrition values at a young age, I think is super, super beneficial. So it's just one of my passions. I'm excited to pursue it at Penn.
That's awesome. Thanks for talking to us. We're so nice to meet you, Rob. Dean Villaruel, thank you so much for stopping by and talking to us today.
Well, thanks for being here with us. It's really exciting to see all our faculty, staff, and students here at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, it's so exciting. I think it's such a great way to really kick it off. The energy here is fantastic. Everyone is really excited to start, and everyone's getting to know each other again, so it's great.
And it's a beautiful day out here, and we're celebrating the city and celebrating the campus, so absolutely.
Is there anything that you're focusing on specifically this particular year in Penn Nursing that you're really excited about?
I think there's so many things. I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to list a couple. First, we're excited about launching the Leonard A. Lauder Community Care Nurse Practitioner Program, which, as you know, is a result of a $125 million gift from Leonard A. Lauder. We've selected our 10 students who are ready to start, and I'm so impressed with what they've done in their careers and what they're going to do here. So very excited. And we happen to be recruiting for 20 more in this next session. So if you're interested, check out our admissions page. That's one thing that I'm excited about. I'm also excited about inviting or welcoming our new president, Liz McGill, to the university. So she brings in some good energy, and we're looking forward to more of her thinking and expanding already on this great university. So those are just a couple of things. Like I said, there's just way too much going on, and it's all fabulous.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I can't wait for it. But thank you so much for stopping by and talking to us.
Thank you. Dean.
Hi, can you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
My name is Jeff. I'm an ABSN student coming from California. Second degree, trying to navigate this school and city all at the same time. And
yeah, it's always a nice change of pace from the West Coast to Philadelphia, I think, for the students.
Yeah, it's for sure.
She's being funny.
No, it's completely different in every way, but all the good ways, like being able to say hi to your neighbor and them actually say hi back to you. Just a small thing that I'm not really used to that, I can appreciate about the East Coast so far. But
Yeah, so what was your first degree in?
psychology.
Nice. And what brought you into nursing?
I've always wanted to do medicine, probably since I was 8 or 9. If you know the show House, loved that very much. Wanted to go to Johns Hopkins, all that, because of that show, being little. And then I became a scribe and worked along a surgeon and realized that I didn't really think medicine directly, like MD, was for me. Just the work-life balance seemed a little bit too imbalanced for me. So I wanted to do something where I could have more free time and maybe give back more directly to people rather than just trying to fix a problem. And I've been on this course for the last probably 4 years. Coming from a sales background, I dropped an entire career to go back and kind of start from scratch, and it's been really rewarding, and I'm happy I did it for sure.
Yeah. I think that going into nursing after having a career in something else is really advantageous because you come in with a completely different perspective and you're really able to utilize that skill set that you learned in the previous profession into nursing. It's incredible how much you can integrate things into nursing, and it just makes you that much better because you're able to, the perspective that you're able to have is so different. What is it that you want to do when you're finished training?
Ideally, I want to be an ICU nurse. Not too sure location-wise, East Coast or West Coast. I'm kind of open to move anywhere. I could see myself also in the future working at a substance and alcohol clinic. I think that'd be really great, even if it was just something that I did part-time while having that. And those are probably my two major passions that I think that I would thrive in for sure.
Yeah, both very different, but both very, really needed. Yeah, well, it was great to talk to you, and I'm excited to see where you end up. Hi, can you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
Sure. Hi, my name is Xenia Choksi, and I'm in my first semester of the ABSN program here at Penn.
Nice. So what was your first degree in?
My first degree was in a major called Biology and Society, so it mainly focused on, obviously, biology with an emphasis on kind of our place in the healthcare system and just the history of medicine as well.
That's really interesting, and I think a great perspective to come into nursing with.
Yeah, I guess as I went through college, I knew I wanted to do clinical medicine, but I also wanted to know what my impact in the healthcare system would be. So it was a really great way to kind of explore what's out there, how it is to be a healthcare worker, not only focusing on, the clinical aspects.
That's really cool. Do you know what you want to do when you're finished your training?
So ideally, I would love to work as an RN for some time and then eventually become a nurse practitioner. I'm not sure exactly what specialty I'm interested in quite yet, and that's kind of why I'm here to explore my options.
That's awesome. Well, you've got plenty of options to explore here at Penn Nursing. We have a wide variety of programs to get into. So congratulations, welcome aboard, and really excited to see what you end up doing with your nursing degree. Can you tell us your name and where you fit into the scheme of Penn Nursing?
My name is Matthew Capello, and I'm in the current ABSN cohort.
Nice. What was your first degree in?
My first degree is in emergency health services. I've actually been a paramedic and a flight paramedic for the last 10 years before I started this program.
That's really exciting. Where were you a flight paramedic?
So I worked on an ambulance as a paramedic for 2 years in New Hampshire, and then the last 8 years I've been a flight paramedic in Maryland doing scene trauma and critical care interfacility transport.
That's really cool. Do you know what you want to do with your nursing degree when you're finished?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea. So I've spent 10 years doing pre-hospital and EMS work, and after doing pre-hospital for so long, I kind of wanted to switch to the inpatient and in-hospital side of things and kind of see what happens to my patients after I had transported them pre-hospitally. So ideally, I would like to sub-matriculate into the PEDS acute program and work in the PICU as an NP eventually.
That's really cool. I think it's such a great perspective, people who come from pre-hospital to the inside of the system, because your perspective is so incredibly different, and it really gives you an opportunity, I think, to afford really big changes in the inpatient sector because of the way that you organize and do things in pre-hospital settings?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I have a really strong clinical and practical background with all my care in the helicopter and an EMS, but I kind of felt like I was lacking like a foundational understanding of medicine, disease processes, cellular level interactions, and that was one of the things I was hoping to to achieve, to fill the gaps in my education by coming to this program and moving into this side of medicine.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you picked a great place for it.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thanks for coming and talking to us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Amplify Nursing is hosted by Dr. Angela Rosa DiDonato and Marion Leary and produced by the University of Pennsylvania School of Nursing, with special thanks to Jonathan Zhu for his assistance. Music for the podcast was created by Harper Leary. The podcast is made possible by the Krista and Rich Pinola Fund for Innovation in Nursing.
Follow us on Twitter at Penn Nursing. Until next time, keep pushing over, under, around, and through. We want to thank you for listening to the Amplify Nursing podcast and remind you to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you do your podcast listening. And if you can, please do us a solid and rate and review us as well. It will go a long way in amplifying our episodes.